So, Reggie, when did you start growing? You went to Inglewood High School, and through those summers, when did you realize that you were going to not play baseball, but play basketball?
Well, like I said, I started off playing football and baseball. Baseball was my first love. I was the smallest guy on my 8th grade basketball team. And I was 5'10" as a freshman in high school. And when I graduated, I was 6'5". Then I grew 2 inches in college. So, I was pretty much a point guard most of my life until I, obviously got to be 6'7" and they were able to play me at the other guard, but then I still had point guard skills, Mike, I was like one of those early before combo guard word was out there. I was one of those real combo guards.
I must admit to that. And before I pass this up, because we have some women listeners, Reg, you know what, AT, Reggie was 6'5", 6'7", and had a big afro, and was a very handsome guy, man. Very handsome guy, green eyes. So it was almost amazing to play this Adonis.
Yeah. Now I'm like everybody else with COVID weight.
and I always tell people that the reason it was hard for me to guard Reggie when we were playing in the NBA, because when I would look in his eyes, I'd get lost in his eyes, and he'd and shake me. So, Reggie, play at Inglewood, have a great year. How'd you find your way to UNLV?
Well, first of all, there's no way you can say that and not follow it up with something, even if it's a curse word. Now, obviously, everybody who's come on here knows Coop was a great defender, physical and everything else. And he was also on a great basketball team. So it was a double whammy for me because most of my teams sucked. So I'll never forget. True story. Now, you may not even remember this, Coop.
Oh, I do. I know a story. You gotta tell.
No. So we're playing, and I'm going 100 miles an hour because, listen, you do two things. If you're not going to win the game, you got to finish the game. You better get yours. If you got to keep the team close. You got to play hard the whole time. And it was really tough for me. But Coop said, Reggie, would you slow down? I said, Coop, what are you talking about? He said, you're down by 20. Slow down.
What was it like? Get 30 on me.
What was Inglewood like growing up in the 70s in Inglewood, California?
Well, I was one of the first groups of kids who integrated. So I was supposed to go to Morningside High School, and 1975 they basically integrated Inglewood, and the cutoff line was Crenshaw and Van Ness or something like that. So everybody on this side of Crenshaw had to go to Inglewood High School. Everybody on the other side of Crenshaw went to Morningside. So I was bused over there, and it was interesting because I grew up in a mixed environment, different cultures. We had I learned what white flight was early. We had the racial issues early, and the school went through a transformation. And after my second year, it was pretty harmonious. We all got along. We had our beefs, but yet we worked it all out. And it was pretty cool because being exposed to a different culture that early, I thought really was enlightening for me.